am I saying?
We've been going non-stop. We've actually been working on our next great boxcar record.
You're talking about the new album.
Scratch below the surface, that's what you find.
I remember as a kid watching the movie Where the Red Fern Grows, and there has been a line in that movie that's stuck with me my whole life, where it's where the little boy is telling his grandpa how he wants hounds, and his grandpa says, well, you can't just ask God for him, you gotta meet him halfway. And that always resonated with me.
You want dogs bad enough, Billy, you're going to get dogs, but you want his help, you're going to have to meet him halfway.
I feel like we've been doing our part to try and get the money that we need to do this thing. We released 2 projects last year, acoustic project.
That new EP.
Yeah, Locomotives.
Which I love the title, especially for, you know, the Boxcar Chorus.
Again, we're really jolly about this this brand new project.
Tell the folks what you named this album.
It is called A Great American Boxcar Christmas. We were trying to be creative in ways that we could come up with money to go record. We don't find the time to get together as much as we want. We don't get to play as much as we want, so we feel like we have to really make the time count. We also, being that we love being in the studio, that costs money.
We need some money. Come out to all of our shows. Any money that we're raising, it's going toward the new album.
We hate asking for money. That's why we really feel like we had to come and meet this thing halfway. Over the last couple of years, we've been trying to do as much as we can to fundraise for this project. Last year, we released 2 acoustic projects solely for the purpose of funding our next studio project. We threw ourselves a big barbecue benefit and had actually booked other bands to come play at it, trying to help us get what we need. And of course, we've been putting money back from our shows.
Red hair granny don't take no lip. Drive a motor home once you take a trip.
We are stoked to be working with the king of the underground himself, Mr. John Evans, the Western Czar. He has this wild and crazy swagger, this mojo, that we're hoping really translates well on a Great American Boxcar Chorus project. We're super pumped about this one.
Fools' names and fools' faces are even found in outer spaces.
As of now, we have our first weekend in the studio booked in late January, and we're excited to see what transpires. I can already see, just looking at Bucky now, he's been so sleep deprived that by the end of the weekend we'll be talking gibberish to each other, but we'll understand each other.
Completely understand.
I think you're gonna love some of the things you get in return for donating. We have some really awesome rewards for those who contribute.
The Boxcars, the current group that we're going with on this album, you're going to hear Ben and I and Chris from the previous Boxcar records.
Bucky Bachmeyer, our drummer, he's one of my best friends and favorite songwriters.
I'm Chris with the GABC.
Chris Nichols has been our bass player since 2010.
This is Eric Fisher.
Eric Fisher's going to be on this one. He was on the last one, background vocals, but he's going to be guitar now.
I should say it's always a blast to play with these guys.
There's contributions from everybody. Everybody's really stepped it up. And a lot of people are going to be surprised about the sound.
The fight, never giving up the fight.
The sound has kind of evolved.
On a plane on the day she died.
To tell you what it's going to sound like, I think it brings a new flavor of kind of what we're doing.
And it's loose and it's raw. For anybody that ever comes to one of our shows, they'll be like, yep, that's what those guys sound
It'll
like.
feel a little bit more like that.
The Beatles' White Album.
Usually a crowd favorite, so it's one of my favorites too, and so.
And I'm sure it'll be one of your favorites.
You know, Stones. Everything from classic country to straight up rock and roll and everything in between, roots rock, indie rock, bluegrass.
Little something for everybody.
Think of Rolling Stones meets Katy Perry with some Seal thrown in.
But better. There'll be some differences, obviously, but
They'll kind of have some different flavor across the board.
I think the greatest thing you've ever heard.
And it's a neat little, fun little thing. I think people anywhere from my mom like it to my buddy who's into hard rock. So
Absolutely.
Or not.
Think that, think in that area.
So I'm just really excited about it.
know, it's a different Boxcars.
We're just excited about where this thing is headed and kind of capturing the personality of all of our bandmates.
I mean, I know what it's going to sound like, but I don't know how to describe it to you.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't tell you what it will entail, but I can say that it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to reflect all of our personalities, and it's going to have some dang good songs on it. So stay tuned for the next album by the Great American Boxcar Chorus.
What else you want to add?
Yeah. So,
It's not an exact science. They tell me all the time. All right.